Before becoming the legendary director of the Dark Knight films, Inception, Interstellar, and Oppenheimer, director Christopher Nolan first became an accomplished lucid dreamer. He's done it ever since he was a pre-grad at University College of London. Here's the setup. He had prepaid for meals before the semester had even started. He would get up in the morning and head to breakfast before 9 a.m. After eating, he would go right back up to his dorm room and go to sleep until 1 or 2 p.m. During this time, he would be in a half asleep, half awake state of dreaming, and he found that this made it easy to control those dreams. This is how Christopher Nolan learned to lucid dream. So over the next 7 days, I'm going to try this routine for myself. In my version, I'll be waking up at 5 a.m. every morning, making myself a quick breakfast, and going right back to bed. Before going back to bed, I'll remind myself that my intention is to lucid dream. I'll be keeping track of every dream I have during this process and recording it in my journal when I wake up at 5 a.m. and 7:30 a.m. each day. Can I master lucid dreaming in a week? Let's find out. This is on. Okay, it's almost bedtime, so let me show you what I do for my bedtime routine. It's pretty simple. Every night this week for this experiment, I'll be taking melatonin, which I do anyway, and I got this at the store. It's a sleep aid. Basically, it's just like diphenhydramine, but that's what I'm taking tonight. So let me show you my setup in the room, but this dissolves under your tongue, so. Pardon the mess. Here's my dream journal, and I'm going to be keeping it right here by my bed, so I can, right at 5 a.m. in the morning, I'm just going to wake up and record whatever I have. Hopefully it's a dream. Even better would be a lucid dream. And this is something I've been doing recently. It's been making a huge difference. For some reason, it just really gets my brain to stop all its chatter, so that'll be a constant. This is under my tongue. It tastes good. It tastes like berries. This was in my pocket. I don't know when that's from. I hope. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Good night. I'm gonna wolf this down and go back to sleep. Last night, kept tossing and turning in bed. Couldn't get comfortable. I don't know why. Actually, I think maybe I was just excited about shooting this and waking up. So I just had a real hard time getting comfortable, and I just felt like I was too excited. I also felt like I was crawling in my skin a little bit. It took forever to dream anything. And when I did, not the most pleasant dream, not a nightmare at all, but like, not a fun dream, and I didn't lucid dream. By the way, this is jalapeno ketchup. It's good. Do you eat eggs with ketchup? Let me know. The comments below. It's early. I'm gonna go back to sleep with the intention to lucid dream. I'm gonna try and fly. I'm gonna tell myself I'm gonna have a flying dream. No lucid dream. Morning.
Morning.
What?
Good morning.
What happened?
Hi.
What?
All right, it's Tuesday, February 14th. I did my dream journaling. I'm a little tired right now. However, I did dream. I was at this house. There was broken glass everywhere. We, Gina, and some other people I don't remember, were waiting for people to come fix it. They did finally come over, and they were chatting to themselves obliviously. Eventually, I find a bunch of little pieces of broken glass in my mouth that I go spit out in the bathroom sink. And that's all I remember. All right, well, that's weird. So I went back to bed, And during this session, this is the dream I had. I was at my old childhood house. Again, I had this the night before too. Guess I must be missing that old childhood house. My sister was drying clothes on the second-story roof. I was concerned for her and told her to get off. Later, the dream, I'm trying to read my own handwriting here. Later, the dream morphed into a huge bookstore in the city. It seemed like New York. The Late Late Show with Seth Meyers guy, he was in it for some reason. The bookstore was attached to a bank and a church cathedral. So yeah, you know how dreams are where you're in one place and all of a sudden you go to another room, it's a completely different place. That's what was going on here too. Dreams, 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 they're always kind of weird. Whoa! I remember telling myself to fly before I went to bed, but yeah, that didn't work. I'm very curious to see what I can do to induce a lucid dream better. Reality testing. It increases metacognition by training your mind to notice your awareness. So to try reality testing, follow these steps several times a day. Ask yourself, am I dreaming? Am I dreaming? Am I dreaming? Here are some common reality checks that people use to lucid dream. Mirrors. Check your reflection to see if it looks normal. Hi, Maxie. I look like I look all the time, so that means I'm not dreaming. Push your hand against a wall or table to see if it goes through. I'm not dreaming. When I push through the wall, my hand doesn't go through. Some people push their fingers into their opposite palm. I'm not dreaming. I'm not dreaming. Time. If you're dreaming, the time on a clock will constantly change, but if you're awake, the time will barely change. 3:23 p.m. Let's test and see if the clock is in reality. Yep. 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 I gotta clean the stove. All right. Yeah, I mean, I gotta clean my computer screen. Yeah, wow, this is so dirty. All right, I'm about to hit the hay. Tonight I filmed a reaction video with my wife Gina on the Marvels, and it's kind of late and I have to be up at 5 in the morning, but that's okay because that's what I signed up for. But I just hope I get some more sleep tonight because last night was uncomfortable, and I feel like the deeper sleep I have, the better chance I have of a lucid dream. Am I dreaming right now? No, I'm not yet. So tonight I am going to lucid dream. See you at 5 a.m. I heard drinking water first thing in the morning is really good for you. We're dehydrated by the time we wake up, so drinking water on an empty stomach rehydrates you faster. Look at my chugging skills. But as far as eating before going right back to sleep, I'm not 100% sure it helps with lucid dreaming at all. Some people complain that eating before bed makes their dreams harder to remember. Others say it makes their dreams more vivid. It's all based on the individual, I guess. I think there's a chance that it helps you with lucid dreaming because on the one hand, you're asleep. On the other, your body is awake while digesting that food. Maybe it creates a good balance for keeping you in the dream world while also grounding you in reality. No lucid dreaming so far. Hi, lazy bones. It's time to get up. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for letting me sleep in. Just a few thoughts for today. Christopher Nolan, he lucid dreams and he's like really good at it. And I have to think that it had a huge impact on Inception and other movies. He said himself that he dreamed the ending of The Dark Knight Rises way before he ever put pen to paper. He had an idea of someone else entering the Batcave and taking over for Batman. That idea, you know, in a dream. And dreams are so powerful. I think that's why I'm so into this routine, because I want a lucid dream. Dreaming is a pleasure, and it's like your own movie being made that you're starring in. But for lucid dreaming, the idea that you could control your atmosphere and have limitless power creating your world. I mean, that's what we do as filmmakers, right? And I think what I'm trying to achieve is to be able to get myself to lucid dream, maybe create my next movies in my dreams, and then from there put those onto the screen. And what better place to do it than in your dreams? And now I have to clean up my dog's poop. I'll see you tonight. 11:45. So my wife and I just had a wonderful Valentine's Day, but we had something to drink. It makes me think, like, why do we even need to drink? It's not that great. You know, it's fun at the time, and then you realize, like, yeah, I'm drunk. Between alcohol and dreaming, which one is better? Right now, where I sit, dreaming. I'll see you in the morning. It snowed. The night before was by far the least successful for remembering my dreams. I blame the alcohol and late night. I also didn't take my supplements because I was drinking. It was time to get back on track. Tonight, I'm going to bed earlier. It's, what time is it?
It's like 9.
And there's Buffy. Come here, Buffy. I'm not making this easy. No alcohol anymore. We had our Valentine's Day fun. Now we have a book. What are you reading?
Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring.
Okay, and I'm reading Ready Player One. Got my dream journal next to me as usual. You know, you brought up a good point. Maybe reading before bed will unlock a different part of my brain.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I'm going to listen to music and drift off to sleep and see if that affects anything. I'm going to skip breakfast. Am I dreaming? Want to give me a slap? Ow!
Hi, Dada.
Hi. Hi. Am I dreaming? I am? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Look. I'm not dreaming. It's Friday, February 16th. So far, no lucid dreaming. What I am noticing is that the better the sleep, or maybe the earlier I sleep, the better. It gives me more time to get into my REM cycle. I've noticed a pattern in my dreams. My childhood home, where I grew up most of my young life, it's in my dreams like every single night. What's that all about? A lot of great memories were built there. I made movies with my friends there, grew up there, and I'd love to go visit that place again, but it's showing up in my dreams a lot. I'm gonna have to look that up. My wife has a dream book. Let me get the book. The Dreamer's Dictionary. House. An old house signifies a reunion or renewal of an old association. Okay, well, whatever. Oh, I never looked up the glass shards in my mouth. How about glass? Broken glass predicts changing conditions. Okay. I've only got 2 more nights left. Last night I tried listening to music before drifting off. I'm not so sure it's helping me at all with lucid dreaming. When I was younger, I would turn on a song that I really liked and I'd have it on repeat on my CD player over and over all night when I was sleeping, and almost every time it would leak into my dreams, which I always got a kick out of. In my mind, it's about the real world leaking into my dream world through music, maybe there's something there. Maybe I'll keep messing with that. In the book, The Nolan Variations, there's a chapter where it describes what Nolan would do while he was going to a boarding school when he was really young. By the end of the day, everyone was too tired to do much but fall into their beds exhausted. Nolan remembers lying in his bed after lights out, listening to the soundtracks for Star Wars, 2001, or Vangelis' score for Chariots of Fire on his Walkman. He was always using his imagination to dive deeper at night. I wonder if people are doing that anymore. They're just on their phones. I notice that as I get older, the TV's usually on or my phone, and I think there's something to be said about using your imagination at nighttime when the lights are out. I'm really enjoying this experiment because it's getting me to think about the untapped imagination that we all have at our disposal if we only learn to use it. Fascinating stuff. What happened last night?
I guess I'm aware that you're doing this experiment. So I sort of had a lucid moment. I had this really weird dream. We were in this house and my cousins were there, you were there, and then all of a sudden I heard these sounds, really loud sounds, and I looked outside the window and there was 5 different tornadoes coming, and I was like freaking out, and I was telling everyone to go to the basement, and then I was trying to get you to come and you were taking a long time. Then there was like a boom sound, and it felt kind of like an earthquake, like a tremor. I looked out again and it was like dragon dinosaur thing that was like walking by. Then I'm looking at the twisters and I'm like, this is way too much. And then I started to have that creepy, overwhelming feeling of like, oh, this isn't real. Like I'm in a dream. When I had that, then the dinosaur dragon thing just kind of walked on by. The tornadoes just kind of, I don't even remember what happened to them, but I just knew everything was going to be okay because I knew it wasn't real. And then the dream sort of faded away. It was very strange. It kind of reminded me of the moment in Inception where Leonardo DiCaprio's character is talking to Cillian Murphy in the bar, and he's like, hey, Dad, do you remember how you got here and stuff? Cillian Murphy's character is starting to freak out because the bar is tilting and everything seems out of whack. Once he accepts that he's in the dream, it kind of corrects itself.
So the moral of the story is she's not even trying to lucid dream, but it's happening. And I've been doing this for like 5 days and nothing.
I haven't controlled anything. I just was aware.
At least the awareness, but I haven't been aware. I haven't really been aware in a deep dream, you know?
Maybe I'm better than you in every way.
I don't even feel like eating. Is this a very important part of the routine? I'm not sure, but I'm gonna do it because that's what Chris Nolan did. I feel like I want to get back to my dream. It was exciting. Really felt like I belonged. Like I really want to get back in that dream. I put too much yogurt in this. Probably should have skipped breakfast, but I feel like I should keep that part up. I feel like I can do it. I really do. We'll see. I'm gonna go back to bed. That night's dream was so vivid and had such a great feeling to it, I was determined to continue it right where I left off. So I reread the dream journal from 5 a.m. and then went back to sleep, feeling hopeful. I don't remember the second dream as much. Huh? Talking to the camera. But I think the breakfast is getting in the way. Chris Nolan would go back to bed and sometimes sleep till 1 or 2 p.m. and I can't do that. So for the sake of getting to that lucid dream, tomorrow morning, if I have a vivid dream, wake up, remind myself I'm gonna have a lucid dream and go right back to bed. I think it's worth it. I think Chris Nolan would understand. All right, Buffy. I read that gaming and lucid dreaming are closely linked because in a game, you know you're playing a game. When you're lucid dreaming, you know you're lucid dreaming. So I'll just play a little bit of GoldenEye before I attempt to take a nap and lucid dream. I'm gonna try and get this thing, guys. And we'll see if this gaming thing helps. And if not, it's still fun. I love GoldenEye. Very nostalgic. I think nostalgia is a big part of my dream world too. Just knowing the fact that I'm at my childhood house, like in every single dream. In fact, last night's dream was the first time that didn't occur. I was at some sort of, it seemed like a campus or something, and I was taking a tour of a new campus. I've had dreams like that before where I'm nervous, but this time I wasn't nervous at all, and I was happy, and I loved the vibe, and I liked the people, and I thought the campus was cool. And there was one part where I was like flying over the land that the campus was located on. We'll see how this gaming session goes. I'm gonna try and lucid dream again, and we'll see what happens. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna lucid dream. Here's the plan. I'm going to set the alarm for 30 minutes, wake up, tell myself to dream, go right back to sleep. Okay, I woke up like after 10 minutes. It's good as any. Let's try it again. I'm going under. Nope. My wife Gina suggested we try meditation that night. It took a little bit of time to get comfortable and to quiet my mind, plus the neighbors are really loud upstairs. I was getting a little concerned that the lucid dream wouldn't happen by the time this experiment ended. However, the meditation did seem to help calm any anxiety that I may have been feeling. Even though early in the night, I did toss and turn for a short period of time. At this point in my experiment, I was dreaming consistently each session, and it was becoming easier and easier to slip into the dream world every time I fell asleep. For my first dream session, I dreamt I lost a tooth, which made me go and put my mouth guard in. Then I had 2 more sleep sessions, 7:30 and 8:30, but no lucid dream. I'm not sure if it's gonna happen, guys. I hope so, but I've got 1 more day. And when you think about Christopher Nolan himself, when he dreamt the ending of The Dark Knight, that wasn't a lucid dream, it was a dream. I'm not trying to make excuses. I hope I lucid dream. 1 more night, let's see what we can do. Am I dreaming? No. Am I dreaming, Max? What? Yeah? Am I dreaming? Okay, it's my last night. I'll be honest with you, I don't think this is gonna work, but that's only just based on the last 6 days. Right, Gina? Wouldn't it be cool if on this very last night it did work and I lucid dreamed and this whole video would be wrapped up in a nice pink bow? I wanna have a positive attitude, but it feels almost too perfect. If it happens, I'll tell you the truth. If it doesn't, I will tell you the truth. Wish me luck. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. I gotta get on this desk and turn off this camera. All right, so it's been a couple of days since my experiment ended, and on the very last night, I lucid dreamed. It was short, but it happened. And I really thought that wasn't gonna happen, like it was impossible. I was dreaming of the Ghostbusters, a hybrid of the old version and new. Like I was watching it, yet I was in it. I realized that the Ghostbusters is a movie, so I knew I could dream of Back to the Future. I imagined the DeLorean, and I got in and I traveled back in time. And after that, it went back to being a regular dream where the dream was in control. But something else happened too. Later on in the dream, I was at a new house. We had 2 dogs, my dog Buffy, and there was a new dog, a pug. I thought one of them had peed, but there was these puddles of liquid all around the apartment, and we had maintenance come over to the apartment to fix the problem. And then I woke up. So I go over to our second bathroom and I realized there's a leak from the ceiling. We're gonna need a bigger cup. Kind of ironic, very almost spooky how everything came together on that Sunday night dreaming session. What did I learn from all this? I think I learned that lucid dreaming's fun, it can be achieved, but I like being taken on a ride by my dreams. I think we learn more that way. And I've been continuing to write down my dreams every morning. I haven't been pursuing a lucid dream since. I think this was very worth it. I'd like to know some of your tips on how to lucid dream better. Also on my Patreon page, I'll have an extended version of this documentary over there. A little more uncut. It's a lot more spacious. You'll see more details about my journey over there. And until next time, guys, happy dreaming.